since 11 years old. That's been the journey, and I'm 25 now, and I'm about to make my pro debut. I just always wanted to fight. Ever since I was little, I was just like, this is something I kind of just want to do. It was just I knew since I was 12 years old, I was like, this is what I want to do.
That's beautiful, man. And yeah, it seems like you are a true martial artist. I didn't know too much about you, but now that you say you started in Taekwondo, it makes sense, man, because you got great kicks. I've seen a couple of your fights, and you start off using those kicks a lot of times. And man, that really stood out to me. Now, one thing that is different from here in Virginia and the state of Florida is because we fought in Florida. I fought in Florida. Cagezilla actually came to Florida, Fort Lauderdale, for Cagezilla at 55. We were there at Revolution Live. I'm not sure if you know the area, but right there inside of Fort Lauderdale, the heart of Fort Lauderdale. Great night. Maybe you'll get us to bring it back to Florida, man. I really enjoyed that trip, man. I see you in a tank top too, man. It makes me a little envious. But no, but one thing that's different in Florida is the shin guards required in the AMI fights. And to my experience, it seems like they're just smaller cages. The cages are very, very kind of very small that you fight in there. How do you feel those two things might affect you? Because I know being a striker, like it seems like you are, the more space you have, the better, maybe, right? Depending on how you use it, right? But based on what you think, how do you think the no pads and the more space inside the cage? Because we got a pretty big size cage here at Cagezilla. How do you think those two things might impact your performance or your game plan?
I mean, honestly, I think it's gonna have a positive impact, to be honest, because when you fight down here in Florida and you have a small cage like we're so used to, and we got different size cages, but for the most part, some of the popular organizations they have a pretty relatively small cage. So it's one or two things. It's either it benefits the striker who wants to brawl with another striker, or the wrestler because it takes two steps and you're already in the center of the cage.
Exactly.
So it's kind of like it's yeah, so it's kind of like you have no choice but to get in there and bang.
Yeah.
And then if you're someone like me who likes to move around and likes to get in there and good footwork and all that, the more the space, like you said, is the better. So I'm actually very excited, and with no shin guards, even more excited because sometimes you're trying to go for a submission or you're getting to a scramble and the shin guard's kind of blocking in the way or something like that. And I don't have to worry about that at all.
Yeah.
Being that it's my pro debut, I'm very excited about that. And yeah, I just get to move around. I get to have a lot of space. I get to, do more of flow more into my style with
Right.
a cage with more space.
Yeah, that's what I had kind of guessed, just based on your fighting style, is because sometimes, like you say, the smaller cage favors the grappler, and they say like the bigger cage sometimes favors the guy who knows how to move and uses distance and strike. And it seems like you're the latter, right? That's you. You're more of a guy who's going to be moving and kicking and jiving and getting out of the way and using your strikes to your advantage. And I think the space will, in fact, help you. And the no shin guards, man, might even help the power on your kicks, man. Those kicks are going to be a lot
Oh
more
yeah.
a lot more effective with no padding on them.